All right, let's see. Make sure you guys can hear me here. All right, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. Please. All right, let me, not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp. And welcome to the 58th edition of the Hard R podcast. It is good to have you guys in this afternoon, this evening, etc., etc. As you guys, as most of you have probably, most of you who are regulars in here, you know that this is my first live stream in a little over a week. I decided to take some time off for a couple of really good reasons. The first reason is, of course, give me a second. The first reason, of course, is I've got some personal stuff I'm going through. Some of it has to do with my family. Most of it is just really with me. I'm very okay. There we go. So you guys know that I try to be open and honest with you guys as possible without like doxing myself or divulging any proprietary information that could possibly, lead to someone unfortunately showing up for them. Unfortunately, showing up at my front door. You guys know, man, I get threats. I actually get threats all the time Especially, actually, I get threats on my live too. I kind of wish that someone would actually have the balls to carry out these threats. But I digress. You guys all know that I have a pretty... Oh, crap. Hang on, y'all. I know this is terrible. Just give me a second. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so I've made a couple of. I'm going to make some. I'm going to make some minor changes, and I'm not going to bore you with the details. But you guys all know that I've got an anger problem, anger issues, whatever the case may be. Oh, that was Dexter. And so, what I've decided to do is I did a lot of research this week. And I think I am number one. I'm going to stop eating gluten. And guys, please, I don't need all the Donovan. Be careful, guys. I've cleared it with my doctor, health professional, whatever the case may be. So don't worry about that. I've heard that going gluten free clears you up mentally, helps people with mental illnesses. And I have been diagnosed with intermittent explosive disorder as Walter attempts to drink my water again while I'm on the air again. But I've decided, Walter, God damn it. Hey, get. Damn. Ay. Swear to God, none of my animals want to bother me until I'm actually on the air. Anyway, so what I've done is, guys, again, I don't need diet suggestions. I don't need you telling me, guys, I appreciate it. I know you guys care about me. And I know you want to see me do well. I'm good. I got this. Okay? I'm good. So I'm going to go gluten-free, and which means I'm going to have to eat clean. I'm not going to eat any more processed food. I'm not going to eat any more complex carbs or simple carbs. It's going to be all complex. It's going to be all complex carbohydrates. 99.9% of the time. I'm already starting to feel the effects. To be quite honest with you, today is day one. The second change I'm making is I am tracking and keeping track of my gluten. I'm keeping track of my blood sugar levels. I have purchased a GCM membership. And the reason why I've decided to do this is, again, for the same reason I decided to go gluten-free. I just want to feel better, you know? I'm 48 years old, not getting any younger, you know. It's time for me to take full and total control of my physical health, because I have a feeling that my physical health, or lack thereof, is starting to negatively affect my mental health. And so if I want to get my mind right, I've got to get my body right. All of that. Also, I'm going to get a thorough, deep teeth cleaning in roughly in a couple of weeks or so. Because I am also told, and again, I might be a dumbass for not knowing this or figuring this out till now, but I am told that sometimes stuff in your mouth can, fuck with you physically, mentally, and all that good stuff. So I have to change my lifestyle, guys. Like, this is not I can't say that this is a diet. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle change. This is definitely a lifestyle change. So give me a second here. This is another part of, hopefully, something that'll go away. Mm-hmm. Sorry about that. Yes. Grim says, "Have you ever heard of keto?" I've tried keto. Yep, I've tried keto. King Life with the $100 super chat. Holy moly! Oh, good Lord! Now I got all the cats up here. Okay, all right, awesome. Says, "Glad you're back. There was a black woman judge who let this piece of Decarlos Brown off over 14 times for prior charges." Yes, that judge's name is Teresa Stokes. We will definitely get into that momentarily. It says, "Black women are a serious L."
Yep.
Yes, they are. They absolutely are. They absolutely are. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something too, man. I'm sure that there are probably some black women out here who are secretly satisfied with this, right? Like, and listen, guys, don't get it twisted. You guys know I'm not making. You guys know I'm not making a bold statement. There are a good number of black women who secretly are happy about this. They are filled with glee that a pretty white girl was stabbed to death in the most gruesome and public way possible. They love this. They love this. And again, we'll get into this a little bit more later. But the bottom line is, guys, is Brandon Carter actually put me onto the whole GCM thing, and I'm sure you guys can probably see it. I can't even begin to describe what the whole, but right now my blood sugar is at 80. Okay. Healthy range is from 70 to 140. And it's interesting because I actually tested it out. Like when I put it in, waited for an hour, and I ate what did I have? I had like a cheeseburger and a couple of cookies. Boop! Spiked right up. Spiked right. I think I was at like 150 or something. And so anyway. So yeah, I've got to, this is my second to last resort, guys. This is my second to last resort. If this is not as effective as it needs to be, I'm going to have to start talking to somebody again. I'm going to have to start talking to somebody again. I'm going to have to start, I'm going to have to go back to counseling, man. I'm going to have to go back to counseling. Did I say Dr. B84? Did I? Oh my God. Did I say Dr. B84? Oh my God! You guys see, I'm already starting to lose my mind. And of course, I joke. I have like my memory is so extraordinary. I'm almost certain I'm going to probably die of some sort of brain disease, Alzheimer's or something. Dr. B84 with the $100 super chat. I think I said that. I hope you said that. Miami J checking in says, good to watch live. Never get to do this anymore. Absolutely. Appreciate that. Who did I say? Did I say King Life? Ay. Sin City says, I'm on day 6 of not vaping, going strong. Yeah, man. Yep. Absolutely. Good for you. Oh, good for you. Says deep cleaning equals ouch. Yeah, I know it's not going. And guys, I was blessed with great teeth. Okay. My teeth are big. They're strong. I have no cavities. Dude, I hadn't been to the dentist since 2009. I went a few weeks ago, no cavities. And you guys know me. I've got the sweet tooth, the sugar tooth, and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do, guys. That's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take full control of my health because I'm not getting any younger, man. And obviously the older we get, the more difficult it is to get into and stay in shape. And so, and I'm not just going to get into decent shape. No, I'm going to get into the best shape of my life. This is what I'm going to do. And most things that I have set out to do that I have complete control over, I fucking accomplish. And this is not going to be, this will be no different. Sin City says, change my life. Says most celiac tests come back as a false positive. Biopsy shows other story. I spent 15 years puking until I pulled gluten. How about that? King Life says, those GCM things scare me. I can't stand needles. Yeah, I know. Look, and here's the thing, guys. The needle, it's not I don't know what you call it. It's really, really tiny. Like, it's really, really small. It's really, really small. They give you an apparatus to stick it in. I don't know. I probably felt a little bit of a pinprick. I was good with it. And I've never been afraid of needles. You guys know I do TRT. I inject myself 2, sometimes 3 times a week. It is what it is. Lupicillo says, share some diet tips with the bros. Don, I think we could all benefit from this. I will. In the end, when I get to where I want to be physically and blood type wise, I'm going to do an episode on everything I did, everything I ate, what I did, what I didn't do, what I avoided, etc., etc. So do not worry. It's going to be a couple of it's gonna be difficult, at least in the beginning. But Brandon says your tats look stupid and no one care. Oh boy. Okay, your tats look stupid and no one care that you stopped eating gluten. Okay, well, listen, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. And yes, I know nobody cares that I've stopped eating gluten. Nobody gives a shit. You're right, but it is what it is. Praetorian Guard with a $5 super chat says, hey, Donovan, do you have a nutritionist? My dude owns a company. I finally, after 8 years of him on my ass, I've lost 40 pounds since March. I don't think I need a nutritionist, especially with all of the technology out there. I'm just, and I was actually talking to Devin about this the other day. It is amazing how far medicine and technology have come. I have a device inside of my body that is transmitting data about what's going on in my body to my phone, to my device. It's incredible. It's incredible. If I do hit a plateau though, Praetorian Guard, I will definitely hit you up. King Life with the $2 super chat says, thanks for the shout out, but it was Dr. B84 super chat. I guess I did say King Life. Damn. I guess. Oh my God. King Life also says, if I had my teeth regimen that I have now, I wouldn't have spent so much time in the dentist office. Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of things done here over the next 6 months or so. I'm going to get my teeth cleaned. Obviously, I'm going to get a whitening procedure. I'm going to get a whitening procedure. I'm going to get some, I'm going to get a procedure and all that done. I'm going to get a lot of things done that I've been putting off. I've got to go in for a colonoscopy. I got to do a lot of things to make sure that I, live until the age of 50. Just the truth says I'm 55 and I eat better and less and I'm in shape. Yeah, absolutely. And listen, I'm a black male. I was blessed with good genetics. So, I gain weight very quickly and I lose it very quickly. So I need to keep it down there. Bad Rasta says, I do glutinous life. I feel bad for you, Don. Yeah. Lupicillo says, thank you kindly, Don. Your 2019 diet and laxative video helped me immensely. Thank you. David with the $5 super chat says, CNN, MSNBC, and all the other news. Crickets makes my blood boil. And with that, so to business. So as you guys know, I've been gone for a week, but I've been doing a much better job keeping up with current events. I normally never have my notifications going, but I have signed up for every news app you can think of, news, current events, and I get all the notifications all the time. Well, something that I got notifications for that came, the same story is, of course, this woman, Irina, I can't pronounce her last name. She's from Ukraine, and well, let's just go ahead and let me go ahead and oh, there it is. So let's just go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through this video. Then, of course, I'll react to a news story about this. I'm also going to open up the pull-up line. There it is. I'm also going to open up the pull-up line. If you agree, whether you agree or disagree, whatever the case may be, You guys know that I normally do the pull-up line when I want people who disagree. But yeah, I want my agreeers and disagreeers as well on this. I'd love to have a conversation about this. Praetorian Guard with the $5 super chat says, colonoscopy is a must. They removed a tumor also in March. As we get older, we need to take care of business. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I gotta take control of my health, guys. I actually have to take full control of my health. It needs to be, and it actually needs to be a part of my lifestyle. And I've always been physically gifted. I mean, I can go outside right now and ride my bike 15 miles. It's the diet part that trips most of us up. Okay, and so let's go ahead and go through this video. Oh, goody. My Amazon package is 10 stops away. I've got a heart rate monitor coming. Okay, so here we are. Grim says this story is sickening, so we can see this nigga Decarlos Brown. And hold up. Let me just go ahead. Let me just go ahead and stop right now. Let me just go ahead and stop right now and point out. Just point out the first thing. Just point out the first thing that stands out to me, bruh. Decarlos. Like, dude, when somebody has a nigga name, you already know what it is. Decarlos. Like, there's a bitch in the WNBA. Her name is De'Erica Hamby. It is almost as though black mothers want to make sure the world knows you a nigga. Decarlos. What was it? De'Erica Hamby. Lamont. I mean, dude, these names, and dude, I think episode 18, what am I on? Episode almost in 1200 TSR Live. Episode 18 talked about all these fucked up names that black women give their kids. And don't get me wrong, white people do it too. But white people do it in such a way that they just want the shit to be unique, right? Like, how many ways can we spell Jalen? How many ways can we spell Jaden? Dude, I saw some kid plays for Southeast Roast Beef Tech University. His name was Jaden. It was spelled J''DYN. What are we doing? Anyway, so already, Diabolical Man says to Donovan, actually, it'd be LaDonovan, right? It'd be LaDonovan, Shadonovan. Oh, good for you says Anferny. I don't know that Anferny is a nigga name because I guess it's like a spinoff of Anthony. I think Anferny I think that's a real name, I think. Anyway, yeah, Demyron, Lamyron, right? LaWalter, Shawalter. You know how that goes. Anyway, we already knew what it was hitting for. We already knew what time it was when they said this nigga's name was Decarlos. And listen, if you got a nigga, listen. And the thing is his name is Decarlos, right? His name is Decarlos. I'm surprised they didn't spell it DECarlos. You know what I'm saying? Gully Blanchard says, Quan Donovan. JJ says, don't forget Kool-Aid McKinstry. No, Kool-Aid McKinstry, that's his nickname. Guys, there are a lot of, and let's make this distinction. I actually like some of the nicknames in professional sports. And what was that? Kool-Aid McKinstry is that's just a nickname. Sauce Gardner, Taco Charlton, Snacks Harrison was a nickname. And the reason why they called him Snacks Harrison is because he always had snacks that's just what they called him. So yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry is, that's a nickname. DeColdis Crawford. Now that was a nigga name. Anyway. All right, let's see what we got going on. So we can see this nigga Decarlos is sitting here. Looks like he's about to fall asleep. Yo, this nigga was, okay, I did not know this nigga was falling asleep. And by the way, guys, number one, the pull-up line is open, number one. Number two, don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. We gonna do some hard R later on. Please believe. Dr. B84 with the $10 super chat says his name is nigga. Wrong. His name is La Nigga. Let's get it. Dr. B, you are so stupid. Dr. B84 is a goddamn fool, boy. Oh my God, man. Come on now. You said that dude's name was nigga. Come on, man. Come on, brother. So here comes the young lady on the train. And yes, somebody else said in the chat, yeah, she was beautiful too. Yeah, she was fucking gorgeous. Well, yeah, she was pretty. She was pretty. And this is, and the fact that she was pretty, I think adds a little extra on both sides. Listen, you know how white people get when pretty white girls get killed, right? That's just how this is. But again, black women. I think that there is a subset of black. Oh my God, King Life says take Taquavion. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, there is a subset of black women who are actually happy about this. They are absolutely thrilled about this. Don't get it twisted. They won't always tell you that they're thrilled about it. And this, of course, you can see he's pulling out his pocket knife and he is waiting. And there it is. He just gets up. Yep, her head is buried in her phone. And she has in earbuds. Now, guys, to this point, I mean, I've looked for the video. I haven't seen like the clear, unedited video where it actually shows him stabbing her and everything. Every single one of these, it's always now this is him after the stabbing. Now you guys can see right here, there is blood pouring. Dude, look at how much blood he is tracking and dripping. Look at this. You would actually think that he was bleeding. Look, this guy right here. Is like, damn, I wonder what happened to that dude. Hold up, is that dude whoa, hold up. Is that dude a Cowboys fan? No, that's not is that dude a Cowboys fan? Hold up, wait a minute, hold up, wait, hold up, wait a minute, wait, hold up. We just need to make sure. Oh my God, this nigga's a Cowboys fan. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Hold up. Yeah. Sorry, my nigga, you got the wrong hat on. Anyway. Yeah, Gully Blanchard says, did no one notice this? Bad Rasta says, why is no one paying attention? You want to know something? I think that when people ride buses, subways, trains, or whatever, most people, including the victim, have some sort of headphones or earbuds in, right? So my guess is that the people around her, unbeknownst to her and this guy, that she was literally bleeding out. Sin City says, and look how oblivious everyone is. Yeah. And they don't look at the blood. And finally you guys can see, okay, he's like, okay, wait a minute. I gotta hide the evidence here. Guys, just look at all of the blood. Like, dude, the amount of blood that this guy is dripping and tracking is just absolutely insane. These people here are looking, you see these people, they're like, wait a minute, something is clearly going on. And what you guys got to understand is nobody knows this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Grim says she had to have screamed extremely loud, though. My guess is that she probably tried, but again, he stabbed her in the neck. Honestly, honestly, her earbuds were, and she probably didn't really, honestly, it probably took her a few milliseconds to figure out what was happening to her. I mean, she's sitting on a train, minding her business. She's got her earbuds, and all of a sudden, something happens. She looks, oh my God, it's bleeding. She was probably too scared to scream. She might not have even known what was happening until it was too late. Anyway, some more says, where did this happen? That looks like a San Diego trolley, but I'm sure it isn't. No, this happened in Charlotte, North Carolina. King Life with the $5. Oh boy. With the $5 super chat says, Donovan, I think she curved him a while ago and he never let it go. Are you kidding me? Is that what it is? I thought this guy was like let out of prison or something, or let out. Okay, now you can see that people now are starting to react. And as soon as that train came to a stop, this nigga was gone. He was out. He was absolutely out. David with the $10 super chat says, grew up in New York City and took the train often. Everyone is in their own bubble. Right, man. Ronald Fisher says everyone is distancing themselves from him. Yes, I would too. Because you don't know, like, dude, this dude's got blood on him. We don't know. And he doesn't appear to be hurt. So if this dude who doesn't appear to be hurt is walking around with this hoodie with, I'm not going to approach the guy. I'm not going to approach the guy at all. Alaskan K says, never live in a predominantly black city.
Nope.
Actually, you know what? Let me go, oh, hell no on this. Just like Myron says, y'all, if you're around blacks, you can't relax. If you're around blacks, you can't relax. Sorry. Jose Garcia says, is North Carolina a blue city? I think their government is a Democrat. I think their governor is a Democrat. But I think North Carolina is probably one of those swing states. Right. So clearly, guys, you know, look, this is obviously a tragedy. This is, to me, it's unfathomable almost that a woman sitting on the train, minding her own business, just gets stabbed in the neck. It's just incredible. It's incredible. It really, really is. And there, of course, is Walter right there. Hey, Walter. You still eyeballing my water? All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at a news story regarding this to get a little more detail on this, and let's get started.
Today at 4, following breaking news out of Charlotte, Cats officials have released surveillance video of the deadly stabbing.
King Life says ABC is now talking about the stabbing. That was something I was going to point out. It appears that this is not, the mainstream media has not picked up the story.
On a light rail in South End, the recent random attack has renewed security concerns on public transit in the Charlotte area. And
No. This is not a security concern. Okay? This is not a security concern. This is a nigga concern. That's what this is.
Because the video is so disturbing and violent, we're choosing not to show it in its entirety. Queen City News anchor Robin Kennedy joining us here in the studio.
And guys, I still haven't seen the unedited video. I can't find it anywhere.
To give us more on this breaking development, Robin.
Right, Alicia, and the part of the video that we are showing you is just incredibly hard to watch. We do want to give you just a moment to look away if you think you might need to before we show this video. And we are choosing to air part of the video so that people can understand how random this attack was and how it just could have been anyone on that
Black fatigue.
light rail. The suspect, Decarlos Brown, is already on the light rail when the victim, Irina Zarutska, gets on Friday.
If I saw
Friday, August 22nd, right around 10 p.m. Brown sits behind her for about 4.5 minutes. He doesn't seem to look in her direction at all, doesn't even seem to notice she's there until...
Oh, he knows she's there. She's a white girl. He knows she's there.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, he pulls out a knife. Zarutska has no idea what's coming. The suspect quickly stabs her 3 times and then just walks off as if nothing happened, leaving her to die. So sad. And Brown changes clothes and runs off the light rail at the very next stop. Now, Brown is in jail, charged with murder, and he's being held without bond. Good. Since that deadly stabbing 2 weeks ago, city leaders have called for extra security on the light rail. And we wanted to know how riders are feeling and whether security officers are becoming more high profile.
That's a good question. Sean Morris with the $5 super chat says, imagine escaping war in your country only to come here and have that happen to you. Yeah. Listen, there's a running joke that she was probably safer in Ukraine than she is around niggas. I mean, am I wrong?
Light rail riders have mixed opinions on whether they've noticed more security on the light rail since the stabbing.
When it happened, of course, I was very disturbed, and I was like, I don't know if I still want to take the light rail.
I have not noticed a change in security, either an increase or...
See this bitch right here? This right here. This is the archetype. Stephen White says this is the snake eating its own tail. I certainly hope so. Because these niggas, honestly, a lot of people say these niggas need to be eradicated. Guys, they're going to eradicate themselves.
fact, they've seen more absent.
I have noticed like an increase in security, but only at specific times, like more so during the morning when I'm commuting to work.
In the morning? The fuck?
We rode the light rail Friday around noon, starting at the east-west station near where the stabbing happened, and went round trip for about 20 stops. We did not see a single security officer.
I do think they need to step up some more measures. I don't know what that looks like.
Charlotte Area Transit says they are 30.
David says it bothers me a lot that no guys was around to step in. Oh no. David, listen, David, I hear you, and that to me, that speaks to your good moral character. Like the fact that it bothers you that nobody stepped in to help this woman, I guess during, before, after, whatever the case may be. I get it. I understand that. But David, we're in 2025, my guy. We're in 2025. Okay. There was a story 2-3 years ago. There was a young girl who was in danger of being raped. Some guy tried to rape her, he tried to rape her between the buildings. A guy went in there to stop him. The girl got away. He ended up beating the guy to death. He ended up beating the guy to death who tried to step in and rape her. Right? Guys, I've been in Las Vegas hotel rooms where I'm going up to see, whoever. And every once in a while, man, I'll see a girl who's with a guy or whatever the case may be. There's actually one incident. Dude, me and my friend Eric, we were at Bally's. And I'll never forget, we're headed up to our room and some guy has he looked like he was Middle Eastern. He had some white girl by the hair dragging her down the hall. She was, help, somebody help me. I didn't step in. I did not step in. Nope, that is not, no. Nope. That is not my responsibility. No, sir. Now, this doesn't speak to, now, listen, we don't know that she had bought into, Western ideals, whatever the case may be, but guys, feminism and the black community killed this woman. That's what it was. Feminism and the so-called black community killed this woman. Feminism has told everybody around that they are, that they're strong and independent women and they don't need no man. Right? That's the first reason. The second reason is dudes are not willing to risk their lives for women that they don't know anymore. We didn't know this girl was Ukrainian until she passed. For all we know, she was just a white girl. She's just a white girl. And guys, there are 4 females. There are only 4 females on this earth that I would ever step in to physically protect if they were under attack. My wife, my mother, and my 2 sisters. And right now, I only like one of those people at the moment. Those are the only people you should ever risk your life to help. Is your wife, spouse, significant other, if it warrants it, and anybody in your family. Sorry, not doing it. So listen, I understand the sentiment, but you got to understand, man, a lot of times when guys step in to help these women, a lot of times the woman turns around and finds a reason to sue the guy or make herself the victim and make that guy the assailant. Nope, sorry.
5 officers short-staffed right now and working to hire.
Yeah, Celexial 2 says, go on and play hero. Your ego is going to get you fucked up. Absolutely.
The full 219 they have allotted through their contract.
Yep, your pal says there was even a grape happening on a Philly train and no one stepped in either. Everyone asked why nobody stepped in. Then Daniel Penny steps in New York and gets prosecuted. That's why, David. There you go, David. That's why. And again, I get it. I understand you want to step in and protect, your fellow aspiring American, but it's just not worth it anymore.
With a private security firm.
Does that worry you with your security, knowing that really you haven't seen any changes since the stabbing?
Very much so.
Tell me more about that.
It makes me hesitant to take the light rail at certain times, so I know that my friends
at night
and I have pretty firm ideas on when we will and won't take it.
So today I asked Cats officials why.
Damn, the injury bug is already hitting the Niners. Dude, Brock Purdy is questionable, George Kittle is questionable, and now Jawan Jennings is out.
Why we didn't see any security officers, and they tell me Cat security is spread out across the transit system, and they're not stationed at every light rail train station or.
Yep, Austin Drake says March of 2021, Montreal rapist got house arrest and the hero got 2 years in jail. It's absolute insane. It's absolute insanity. It's insane.
On board every bus. Alicia.
As Jock Silver says, no good deed goes unpunished. No, it does not.
Queen.
So I'm gonna just. I guess I'll just quickly go ahead and comment on this, and then we'll get to the hard R videos. Other than ABC, somebody said that ABC was covering this. Most of mainstream media is ignoring this, guys. Most of mainstream media is ignoring this. But let me ask you a question. What if we reverse the races, right? What if a white guy stabs a black woman to death on a PATH train? It'd be national news. Charlotte would be on fire to this day. But because this doesn't fit the Black Lives Matter narrative, that's why they're ignoring this. And I'm actually surprised that even ABC is covering this, right? Dr. B84 says most mainstream media is not covering this. Yeah, absolutely. Just the Truth says, yep, it's because she's white. Absolutely. Yep. That's exactly the reason, guys. That is exactly the reason. Now, when niggas come in here and they try to defend this behavior, they love to use the phrase, this is only happening on social media. No, it's not happening on social media. You dumb niggas. It's happening in real life. And now, thanks to the camera phone, we're all privy to what really goes on in the so-called black community. Like I said, you reverse the roles. You reverse the races. And Charlotte is burning. What would happen if George Floyd got the same treatment? What would happen if George Floyd got the same treatment? He gets, stomped out or whatever by Derek Chauvin. He's overdosing on fentanyl, resistant cops, all that good stuff. But there was no national coverage. Oh, that's right. That's a trick question because there's no way that could never happen. And this is the interesting thing. He wasn't trying to rob her. He wasn't trying to rape her. He just kills her. He just kills her. So here's my question. And maybe you guys can answer this, right? When are the Black Lives Matter people gonna say, my bad? When are the BLM advocates? When are the BLM advocates going to apologize? Right? Guys, there is way too much evidence out there now that Black Lives Matter is and was a farce, man. And I'm going to tell you something else. I actually tweeted this out. Requiring body cam footage and all of this surveillance, guys, it is the biggest backfire in the history of America. Ever since as a matter of fact, when smartphones plus George Floyd, we now know what niggas really get up to. Yes, are there dirty cops out there? Absolutely. No one is denying that there are dirty cops. No one's denying that there is police brutality. But brutality against the police by niggas, way higher. Way fucking higher. And the reason why we know it's way higher is because there are YouTube channels dedicated solely to these arrest videos. Absolutely crazy. Then you get the people who say, well, the movement was wrong, but at least their heart was in the right place. No, the movement was never about morality. The Black Lives Matter movement was never about morality. The Black Lives Matter movement was about exploiting niggas and trying to convince an entire population that our law enforcement is actively going out seeking to kill us. You let Black Lives Matter tell it. If you let them tell it, they'll tell you a story. Cops are literally just riding around the south side of Chicago looking for niggas to shoot. White cops are just looking for a reason. No, niggas are looking for a reason. And again, we see it we see it on Twitter, Instagram. We see it all, dude. We see it all the time, man. All the time. Now, what is alarming about this particular person, Decarlos Brown, another fucking nigga name, he's been arrested 14 times. He's been arrested 14 times. The guy was actually out on bail before Teresa Stokes, the black woman judge, decided to set him free. Now, a lot of people like to use the whole mental illness. They like to use the whole mental illness excuse. Well, it was mental illness, blah, 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 blah. No. Nope. Sorry. I don't give a shit about mental illness. Even if Decarlos Brown does have a legit diagnosed mental illness, the nigga still needs to go to jail. Because if somebody were to stab your mother, your aunt, your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, your significant other, your spouse in the neck 3 times on a train, and then the defense argues, well, he was mentally ill, are you just going to, oh, well, you know what? I forgive you. Okay, so you stabbed my wife to death by stabbing her in the neck on a train. But you're mentally ill, so I think I can find it in my heart to forgive you. No, you're not going to do that. You are absolutely not going to do that. So it was a black female judge who decided to release him. This whole narrative about cops randomly killing niggas, that is categorically false. That is categorically false. Guys, I got news for you. This is what feminism looks like in the future. Okay? This is what a feminist country looks like in the future. Random niggas stabbing random people and getting off. Sorry. Right? The black community, gentlemen, that is a future. The black community is a foreshadowing. It is a prognostication of what will happen to this country if feminism is allowed to continue to spread. Look no further than the black community. If you guys want to know, because one of the questions we get asked all the time is, Donovan, will we ever live in an age where feminism isn't around? What's the cure for feminism? Blah, blah. Good questions. Absolutely, absolutely good questions. I don't have the answers to that, but I do know this. A feminist-run country looks like this. Random violence, fatherless activities, no fathers in the home, the nuclear family under attack. Guys, this is what it is. This is what it looks like. This is what it is. David says black women should be in a hierarchical position. They are, David. They are at the bottom of the sexual and social totem pole. They're at the bottom of the sexual totem pole. Oh, he says, oh, no, I'm sorry. He says black women should not be in a hierarchical position. I don't know what the hell's going on with my... Okay, gotcha. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Anyway, this is what feminism looks like in the future, guys. Right? And this is interesting because what niggas like to do is they like to justify this behavior. I've had people come on and try to justify the whole Austin Metcalf, Carmelo Anthony shit. Well, because of slavery. So because slavery existed hundreds of years ago, that gives niggas permission to do whatever they want, carte blanche. It just gives them carte blanche to do whatever the hell they want to do. No. Nope. No, you aren't a slave, number one. Number two, just because you have quote unquote trauma, that doesn't give you permission to start breaking laws. Well, he did it because there's trauma. I don't give a shit. The dude committed a crime. He needs to be in jail. And you know, the interesting thing is like when a black person does something great, it's black excellence. But when a nigga does something wrong, it's mental illness, or it's the justice system, or this was an isolated incident. And this is what we do know now. Because of the camera phone and because of the smartphone and body cam footage, we now know that black people commit violent crimes against white people at a far higher rate than the opposite. I said it. Black people commit violent crimes against white people at a far higher rate than the opposite. The last thing I want to talk about as it relates to this is the whole mental health angle. Mental illness, I see. If he was so mentally ill and had no idea what he was what he was doing was wrong, why did he have to go after a skinny little white girl? Why did he have to go after a skinny little white girl? Why didn't he go and try to stab some big nigga like me? He's mentally ill, right? He doesn't know what he's doing. He just wants to kill somebody random. No, this wasn't mental illness, guys. This is nigga behavior. And nigga behavior is cowardly. Nigga behavior is cowardly. They pick the smallest, weakest person in the group and everybody attacks him or her. So you mean to tell me this dude is so mentally ill, but he had the presence of mind. He had the presence of mind to sit back and lay back in the cut, right? He looked around to make sure nobody was looking, but that's mentally ill. He opens up his pocket knife very, very slowly. He's looking. You saw it in the video. Looking around to see if you're telling me that guy's mentally ill? Then as you guys can see on the screen, the guy had the presence of mind to get up and leave the crime scene, dripping blood, no less. He had the presence of mind to leave and then he had the presence of mind to get off the train. Oh, how about that? Ain't that something? He's mentally ill. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he had the presence of mind to get off the train. He had the presence of mind to try to take off the hoodie that was clearly dripping with blood. No, look, I'm not trying to hear no excuses. Again, even if it's found that he has a mental illness, the nigga still deserves to be in jail. Still deserves to be in jail. King Life says, even in New York City, when my shorties used to ask me why I look at my shadow at night, I told her, quote, I always know when someone else's shadow gets too close. Abso-fucking-lutely. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's the way it is. That's exactly the way it is. Selexial 2 says, niggas are going nigga. There you go. Niggas going nigga. Oliver Ware II says, are they fighting over chicken fingers? No, because the body count, dare I say, would be far higher if they were arguing over chicken wings. By the way, guys, I tested the first thing I ate to test my GCM was a chicken sandwich from KFC. It was amazing, and my shit said boop. Straight up. Oh yeah, Elena just sent me a text. Elena, she sent me another excuse. These chicks just happen to be black women. Yeah, exactly. Just happen to be black women. That's what niggas like. Well, no, it was just an isolated event. It's just that the woman happened to be white. No, that's why she was stabbed, is because she was white. Niggas ain't stabbing random black bitches on subways and trains. They're not doing that. They're going after white girls, y'all. They're going after white girls. Miss me with the mental health excuse. I don't buy it, and I don't give a shit. I do not give a fuck. Just don't care. Robert Anderson says the fact that he attacked the weakest person he could find not only shows presence of mind, it's also jackal behavior. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see? You see? He had, he had the wherewithal to try to hide the evidence. He had the wherewithal to run away. He had the wherewithal to look around before he stabbed. He had the wherewithal. If this guy really was as mentally ill as they're saying he is, number one, he should not have been, he should not have had his freedom in the first place. Number two, he would have been a lot more, he would have been a lot more conspicuous about his actions, because in his mind, what he is doing is not wrong. What he's doing is not wrong. James Sharp says, just my opinion. Hang on, James. Let me look. James Sharp says, just my opinion. I didn't see the comment, James. Hang Hang on a second. James, you said, wait, hold on. It says, just my opinion. I don't know. Oh, yes. Also, by the way, before we move on, if you can believe it, there was actually a GoFundMe set up for this animal. There was a GoFundMe set up for Decarlos Brown. And the New York Post actually had an article about it, and I will read it right now. GoFundMe has yanked sickening online fundraisers for the maniac accused of murdering, Let me blow this up. Of murdering a Ukrainian refugee on a North Carolina train after the legal defense fund sparked widespread outrage. The fundraising page suggested that Decarlos Brown Jr., a career criminal with no fewer than 14 arrests, is just as much a victim as Irene Zarutska, the woman being seen being knifed dozens of times in a random attack. Okay, there's no need to say she was stabbed dozens of times. She was stabbed 3 times. It didn't matter if she was stabbed once. Getting stabbed once is one too many. We don't need to embellish the story to make it look worse. It's bad enough. Helping the 35-year-old homeless suspect, the article continues, who would support, quote, the fight against racism and bias against our people. One fundraiser reckoned. So it looks like he wanted $35,000 and he got 5% raised. Let's do some math. Here, because this is really a true indictment of niggas. So $35,000, he raised 5%. So we are going to multiply that by 0.05. This man raised $1,750. $1,750. Raised almost $2,000. Almost $2,000. Oates says, well, it's important to consider both sides. Well, it is important to consider both sides. One side, Oates. Yes, one side is Irina's. She got on to she can't say anything. What are you talking about, both sides? She can't tell her side. She's 6 feet under. What are you talking about? Irina's side is, I got on the train at approximately whatever. I sat down. I got stabbed in the neck. There was no prior confrontation. There's no indication that he knows her, that she knows him, or that they know each other. He was a complete stranger. Decarlos Brown's side is, I was sitting on a train, a white girl got in front of me, and I stabbed her in the neck. There you go. I really can't imagine what the other side of the story. I mean, I really can't imagine what the other side. There is the lovely Miss Zarutska on the North Carolina train. What happened on the blue line was a tragedy. What we mustn't lose sight of is the fact that Decarlos Brown Jr. was failed categorically by the judicial system and the mental health services of North Carolina, and as such is not entirely to blame for what happened. One page explained. There, of course, is Irina. Not the best looking girl in the world, right? Nothing a little makeup couldn't fix. But you guys can see, listen, man, she looks fit, feminine. She's probably friendly. The faithful part, yeah. The article continues. Quote, raising money to assist with legal fees for Decarlos Dewan. Oh my God. This dude. Bruh. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This dude's got a double nigga name. Are you serious with this? This dude's got a double nigga name? For real? Decarlos Dewan Brown. Decarlos Dewan Brown. Double nigga name. DNN. Crypto Cash says you'd hit back in the day. Of course, dude, of course. Who wouldn't? Hold on, let me go back up. Of course I fucked this chick. Hold up. Oh, sorry. Oh. Of course I'd bang this. Dude, look at this chick. Of course I'd bang her. That's why God created doggy style, right? She's not exact. And guys, she's not. Look, scale of 1 to 10, probably a 6. Probably a 6. Guess what? Still smashable. Still smashable. Right? Anyway, the article, let me continue the article. Sorry about that. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Yes. Anyway, it says, thank you for giving us a hand to push against this corruptive narrative. Another fundraiser spewed. Of course. Suspect Decarlos Brown, long, blah, 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 blah. There he is lifting the knife. The calls for cash sparked immediate fury after horrific surveillance video showed a killer pulling out a pocket knife and savagely attacking the 23-year-old refugee on August the 22nd, leaving the train carriage covered in blood. Quote, you can't make this up. He allegedly murdered in cold blood, and yet his supporters want you to think he was, quote, failed by the system. He did exactly what the system wants him to do. One person posted on X. Somebody else says, what kind of a sick human is donating to this monster? And again, he raised 1% of $35,000. And again, that might not sound like a lot of money. But guys, who in the world donated to this? I mean, dude, that had to be like, dude, like relative to the number of black people in this country, the fact that dude was able to raise $1,750, guys, this is, guys, what these GoFundMes are telling you. Why is this not? What these GoFundMes are telling you about black people and the way they feel, they want y'all dead. That's what it is. They want you, they want you guys dead. Plain and simple. There are no two ways about it. Niggas want white people dead. Black supremacists. They want white people dead. They want white people dead. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Every time, this is funny. This is funny as hell. See, niggas think that what they can do is every time a nigga commits a crime against a white person, they can start a GoFundMe and bail his ass out of there. Oates says he was failed by the judicial system. He needed help. No, he was failed by his mother, my guy. The judicial system has positively no responsibility. They have no responsibility for this. Actually, you know what? You're right. The judicial system didn't fail him. The judicial system failed her. This guy should not have been out in the first place. Remember, it was a black woman judge. Pardon me. Remember, it was a black woman judge who let him out. Let's continue. Yeah, she definitely looks a lot better with makeup. That's for sure. Anyone who donated to the GoFundMe for Decarlos Brown should be named and bleeping shamed. Another person chimed in angrily. Nothing that he is accused of having killed an innocent woman. Somebody else says race has fuck all to do with it. There would be absolute rage if the race were reversed. Yep. Absolutely. Another said, no, he wasn't the, quote, victim of a broken judicial system. The only victim here is Irina. Yep. I can't believe people are fundraising for him. Guys, the kinds of people who are donating to this nigga, these are the kinds of people that cause that. Anyone who donates to this stuff, guys, anyone who donates to this stuff, I guarantee you, they've been over the counter at a fast food joint. They've been caught on video yelling at a white person. They've been caught on video crashing out. They've been caught on video at an airport getting arrested. These are the kinds of people who are donating to these people. The article continues. The platform moved to delete the pages as backlash mounted and screenshots of the, quote, psychotic fundraisers spread like wildfire on social media. Quote, GoFundMe's terms of service explicitly prohibit fundraisers that raise money for the legal defense of anyone formally charged with an alleged violent crime, GoFundMe said in a statement. Then why were they allowed to... Oh, that was Give, Send, Go. That was Give, Send, Go. Okay. Consistent with this long-standing policy, this fundraiser has been removed from the platform, and the donors who contributed to the fundraiser have been fully refunded. I say keep their money. Fuck them. Brown, who is homeless, has more than a dozen convictions dating back to 2014. Court records show he's been charged with murder in the wake of Zarutska's slaying. Meanwhile, a fundraising page set up in the victim's family has since raked in well over $75,000. Not really sure what Zarutska's family needs money for. They don't need money for a prosecuting attorney. Those are free because you don't hire a DA. It's covered by the Dr. B84 with the $10 super chat. Says, let's be real. Niggas donate to this BS.
Yep.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. It's just and here's the thing. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Like in my mind, it's not inconceivable that someone may very well have set this up. Right? Who knows? Maybe this was a white person that set up this GoFundMe to spark this outrage. You just never know. You never know. Be that as it may, the fundraiser still managed to raise $1,750 or roundabout. Oh, good for you, says Judge Dishaniqua. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Tell you what, man, it is sad. It is very, very sad, but this is the world we live in, man. This is the world we live in. And I think the most incriminating element of all of this, is the fact that this dude was able to raise $1,750. Who in the fuck is donating to this? Coral says funeral service. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy the funeral service. It's definitely, yeah. Praetorian Guard says the storm is coming. Guys, I've been saying this for months. Yeah, to clear her debts. That's actually okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, hadn't really looked at it from that perspective, but that makes sense. It's just it's to me it's just incredible, man. It's incredible, and it's sad. It really, really is. It really, really is. Well, gentlemen, it is now time for the best, most hated, and most controversial segment on all of the internet. It's the Hard R Podcast. Let's get it! It is the Hard R Podcast, where we only react to police videos involving really, well, niggas, right? Why don't you talk about white people? Because I don't want to. A lot of niggas like to come in here and ask, well, why don't you react to arrests of, that white people get in? Well, because those are boring. Those are boring. White people are not assaulting cops, spitting on cops, doing all this shit at the rate that niggas are. Number one. Number two, it's called the Hard R Podcast. It's not called the Hard W Podcast. Christopher Brooks says, I am no longer surprised by stuff like this anymore because I am solely convinced that America as a whole is mentally unstable and I am ready for the zombie apocalypse. Jesus fuck. Wow. Okay. All right. Okay, these squares are as follows. I'm a sue. Assaults the cops. Loosen the handcuffs. Ride that lightning, motherfucker. Don't touch me. I'm not resisting. Call your sergeant. I ain't got no ID. You're a racist. I can't breathe. I know my rights. Or they say, read me my rights. Let me call my... I need an ambulance. They attempt to run from the cops. Why are you arresting me? Bro. Clapback cop for the win. The W. We love clapback cops here on the Hard R podcast. I didn't do nothing. They have active warrants. My kids. You recording this, right? I'm afraid for my life. Snow Bunny cop. You're weird. I'm going to call my lawyer. And with that, it is time for the Hard R podcast. This first video is entitled, Woman is Convinced That Police Have No Authority Over Her. Woman is convinced that police have no authority over her. And again, shout out to Phoenix Light Games for submitting all of these. Let's get it.
Kidding me, sir? Yo, you came over here on some aggressive shit.
Turn around.
About what?
Turn around.
Bro.
Turn around. Turn around.
What are you arresting me for?
Turn around.
Oh, there it is. What are you arresting me? I'll tell you what. We're already Hard R podcast. Hard R Bingo's already underway. Why are you arresting me? And the reason why we have why are you arresting me up here, guys? The reason why we have why are you arresting me up here is he doesn't really, they never really want to know why. What they're trying to do is they're trying to litigate their case. Why are you arresting me? And they think that if the cop, the police officer, doesn't give them a description that aptly satisfies their curiosity, they think that in turn means that, well, now I have a case to get off. No, you're just looking to delay the inevitable.
Kidding me, bro? Kidding me, bro?
About what?
He said, bro. Even if the cop says, bro.
Stop. Shut up.
About what? Yo,
relax, dude. Relax. I'm recording it. Don't worry.
Oh, record this shit. Oh, boy. I'm going to tell you what. He's also, this is kind of, it also sounds like he's kind of sending off the bat nigga signal. Right? Kind of sounds like he's sending off the bat nigga signal. Record this. Oh, you're hurting me. Da-da-da-da.
Back up.
About what?
Back up, dude.
Back the fuck up.
Man. You're not listening to me. Stop. Yo, stop hitting me. Stop hitting me. Stop hitting me, bro.
Oh, yep. That is a random. Oh, do we have random nigga? Oh, we don't have random niggas intervening on this one. But somebody is clearly assaulting. Somebody is clearly assaulting the police officer. Clearly.
Kidding me? Yo, relax. Relax.
Hold up. Is that a white? Hold up. Is that a white girl?
Yo, relax.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, she fucks niggas, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We might not have a Snow Bunny cop, but we got the Snow Bunny girlfriend. Oh, shit.
Relax.
Under that clock, get my phone.
Relax, dude. We're not grabbing anything. Chill out.
I literally.
No, what is that?
Step back.
No, what is you mean?
Step back.
Bitch, you better.
No.
Step back.
No.
Step
If
back.
you come over here.
Excuse me, can you get another officer
Step
here,
back.
please?
Step back.
No.
Step back.
Yo, look, the white girl thinks she's got white girl privilege. She says, can you get another officer here? That's probably sergeant.
What you want me to
Step
take
back.
your shit?
Oh my God, what the fuck?
What the f you dealing with me like this for? What are you dealing with
Because your girl is out of pocket, dumb nigga.
me like this for? What did I do to you?
Relax. Hey. Let's go. Let go. You have a baby.
No.
Let go, bro.
Shit to you.
You.
Yo,
You. You don't even know what's going on. You just want to attain people. You.
you just want to attain people? Oh no. Did she say?
You don't even know what's going on. You just want to attain people.
No, sweetie, that's detain people. That is detain. So apparently, this white girl speaks nigga, which is good.
You. Because he's black?
Nope. No, it's not because he's black. It's because of the way he's acting. Look, dude. Look, check this out, sweetie. Look. I know that there are niggas that purposefully misread the room. People don't hate black people because they're black. No, people hate niggas because they act like niggas. Ain't got nothing to do with race. Stop it.
Step back and sit down. Stop. Watch out.
Move.
Step back. You have a baby in your head. Step back.
So move.
Oh, there it is. Yo, dude, this white girl might as well be black because she's putting her kid in danger, which is something that black women do on the regular all the time.
Step back.
Move. Get him.
Step back.
Unbelievable.
I have one black neighbor saying, I have one female that's being
Get him out now.
trying to fight.
Get him out now. Are you serious? Get him out now. Okay, ma'am. All right. Because you're very, very angry, you're going to let your boyfriend out. Got it.
What the
Dude,
is your problem? You're
this
a
girl
piece
is
of
about to get
shit.
Back up.
Yo, this girl's about to get her ass kicked. I'm telling you right now. She's about to get.
You're a piece
Back
of
up.
shit.
Back up.
No.
Back
no.
up over here. Back up over here.
No.
Back up over
no.
here. Back up over
No.
here.
Because am I touching you anymore? No.
Back up. You already hit me. You're
I
not.
don't give
You
a
already hit me 3 times on camera. Doesn't matter. I don't care what you
Okay,
care.
and you over here harassing him too.
Yeah. I step out and I just put him in cuffs.
Testimony.
Okay, whatever. Step over here.
No.
Step over here.
Bruh.
Relax.
Did she say hit me? Are you serious? The bitch. And get this. Get this. You want to know what? Look. The black woman over here is acting better than the white girl because the black woman knows what the fuck is up.
He didn't.
Well, I see that.
do nothing.
Yeah,
Listen. That's not how this goes.
He didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. And it's I didn't do nothing. Always something with
That's
that.
not how this goes. I walk up, and if you don't want to listen to me, yes. If you don't want to listen, I'm detaining him. Okay.
I really don't give a f.
Let me get your ID.
Uh-oh.
Give me your ID.
Can you go?
Give me your ID. Give me your
I don't
ID.
have my ID.
There it is. I don't have my ID. Man, we are dangerously close to being
Give me your ID.
I don't have my ID.
Okay. All right.
Homie.
All right.
Did she call him homie? Like, what the hell?
Yeah, let's go over here trying to just grab people up without asking no questions.
When it comes down to I speak to you, 'cause I did see them.
Yes. You'll be able to speak to another officer. It's fine.
I got the whole
Wow, she really is doing the. Yeah, they are randoms, Doctor Who design, but that's not on this bingo card.
I'm just trying to talk to somebody with cordial. Because this man, we were arguing, me and my boyfriend were arguing. And this man just come up and scoop him up.
Who's your boyfriend?
He's in the car.
The nigga in the car?
No.
Okay. All right. And who are these people to you?
They were just witnesses.
All right, let's get out of this.
Me and my
Let's
boyfriend
get.
arguing. This man just moved up.
Oh, whoa. Okay. All right.
Man, I'm upset. I'm sorry, but he over here
Pro Special says this woman is an honorary nigga.
Yep.
Yes, she is.
put his hands on me and my baby.
Yeah.
100%. She's hitting me. Shit.
Okay, and he's over here putting his hands on me and my
All right.
baby.
All right.
Gross.
What's your name?
Okay, so me and my boyfriend were having an argument,
Sure.
and we started pushing each other around a little bit, but nothing
We started pushing each other around a little bit. Right? So, just like the black woman, she got violent with her boyfriend.
out of the head. Like, we're just like pushing each other. Nothing like we're swinging at each other.
Oh, so you were pushing each other but not swinging. Okay, all right.
And then he come up and he was like, you need to step to the side. To my boyfriend, right? My boyfriend is legit making nails, so he's black, right? I don't know if this
We know.
man's racist or what.
Oh, here we go. Yep, now we're throwing out the race card. I don't know if he's racist. Okay, right.
But I don't know if he's racist or what, but he completely went, like, you need to listen to me. I don't give a if you're a cop or not. Aren't you here?
Sweetheart, you should. And this is the problems with niggas now. And yes, that does count as my kids. This is the problem with niggas. Man, I don't care, blah. I don't care about the law. Just like Miss, what was her name? Queen Amyamama or whatever. She says, I don't care what the state of Texas says about first degree murder. I said, well, you better, because that's what they're prosecuting him under.
To de-escalate the situation.
George L. Rockwell, SYSBM commander, says, yeah, it's another reason why, at this time, dating interracially isn't a good move for black men. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Hold on. Did you mean, wait, so, I just want to know. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure I'm seeing this correctly. SYS BM Commander says, another reason why at this time dating interracially isn't a good move for black men. respectfully, the fuck are you talking about, man? The fuck are you talking about? What do you mean dating interracially is not good for black men now? Oh, listen, he hasn't been in here. Bro, this is my wife. This is my wife. This is the lovely and talented Devin. She is 40, count them, 49 years old. 49. 49 years old. Bingo. And my wife does not act like this. She doesn't act like that. Okay, this girl right here is an exception to the rule. I don't know why you would say. Rockwell says, since we're in the era of open black fatigue, expect less cooperation and more hostility when trying to deal with non-black women. What are you talking about? Whoa, George. Bro. And George, no shade. Like, I understand what you're saying theoretically, but due respect, you've never fucked a white girl in your life, my guy. Any black man who makes a statement like that, you've never dated outside your race. That's the only thing I can think of. Since we're in the era of open black fatigue, expect less cooperation and more hostility when trying to deal with non-black women. No, non-black women treat me just fine. Thank you very much. For as soon as I open my mouth, they are disarmed. As long as you act like a law-abiding, upstanding citizen, you got nothing to wrong about. You have nothing to worry about.
Right? I called. So why wouldn't he listen to me and try to de-escalate the situation just like you are versus grabbing him physically fast as and just literally putting him in the car?
So, all right. So detaining somebody for an investigation is something completely different.
Okay, I don't care.
What's your name?
Yes, but you should. See? He is explaining to her what the process is. Okay, I don't care. Sweetheart, you should care. This is why your boyfriend is in handcuffs in the back of a squad car. Come on now.
When you call the police, you are now putting your situation.
I wanted to get escorted.
So she called the cops. So she called the cops on her boyfriend, but she's upset that the cops have her boyfriend in the squad car. Rockwell says, those are more to my taste, but I have had a white girl before. Yep. Hold on.
Stop the cap.
No, you haven't. And if you had, maybe you have had a white girl before, but you clearly have not had enough. You clearly have not had it. Dude, listen. And George, listen, man, you're the SYS, the Save Yourselves Black Men Commander. You of all people should be well aware. You of all people should be well aware of the fact that white girls treat us better than black women ever have. Like, I don't know where this, it just doesn't make any sense. You have had a white girl, yes. Okay, so you fucked a Becky once. That doesn't make you a Becky expert. Then he says, I'll agree to disagree and glad things working out for you. Translation, I lost the debate. When someone says, I'll agree to disagree, that means you don't have a viable rebuttal.
Call the police. You put your situation in our hands.
He prefers you. Okay. So you like Asian girls. Okay. All right. Okay.
Understood?
I understand. Snatching somebody up, sir?
To be honest with you, you can't talk and listen
I know
at the
I'm
same time.
aggressive right now, but because
I just need you to shut the hell up.
I just need you to shut the hell up, and we've got a clap back cop. Gentlemen, we are dangerously close to bingo. Bingo. All we need is for this nigga to have a warrant, and we are good to go.
Putting his hands on us because we need to listen to him. I don't care who you are.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Bring it down.
No, I'm upset.
Right, so
I'm not frightening you guys. I'm not.
Bruh, she needs to be in jail. She needs to be put in the handcuffs. So you want to know why this woman is sitting here telling the cops no, I'm not going to do this? Is because she honestly believes that nothing is going to happen to her. And dude, honestly, she might get away with it. She might actually get away with it. Holy shit, I did not know the game starts in 27 minutes. Okay.
So then we don't talk about it.
I'm upset.
Okay, so then we don't, you be as passionate as you want, but don't talk to me anymore.
That's fine.
That's simple.
Can you?
Then go in your car and leave. That's simple.
If
you don't want her help and you're just going to us up the whole time, then that's a whole different thing.
Sir, I'm
we
not
don't need to talk
trying
anymore.
you up. I want
But sweetie, but that's what you're doing, baby.
respect.
Okay.
Just like
You're not respecting.
Yeah, Rockwell. Max says Rockwell says nothing wrong with yellow though. Oh no. And see, here's the thing. I'm not really like, I know a lot of guys have yellow fever. Shout out to you. Asian girls are not really my type. I mean, I've seen Asian girls that I want to bang, but I've never banged an Asian girl or an Indian girl. So it is what it is. It is what it is.
Talk to you. You're not listening. You're screaming in the baby's
I'm sorry,
talk to me.
because he
You're pissing me off. Go.
Damn.
Go to the sidewalk. All you're doing is ruining everything for yourself.
Because he
Thank you.
disrespected me. All I'm trying to tell you is
Who gives a fuck, bitch? Go down, dude. Chill the fuck out.
5 minutes. 5 minutes to take a breath, okay?
oh, you guys, bro.
You're walking
Here's
into,
the help this situation.
you're walking into the middle of the street with a.
Dude,
Get yourself in trouble.
I'm not getting in trouble.
I'm not getting in trouble. See, she thinks that there is no way she's going to get in trouble. And you want to know something, guys? It is reasonable for her to assume that. It is reasonable for her to assume that she's not going to get in trouble. But this is why these people act the way they do.
What did I do?
Okay.
No, if I try to talk to you,
I will. As long as you maintain this, we're good.
Were you? Did you witness this?
I did. So I was in.
Okay, on video.
Hashtag me love you long time.
All right.
Okay, so I
So
was
let's walk away from him.
Okay. So I was at Twin Peaks with them, right? I was in
Twin Peaks. Is that a strip joint?
Peaks with them, and then she was sitting. I guess he was on the other side. She came where I was. She sat down.
Sure.
I guess she.
This is in Twin Peaks.
Twin Peaks. I guess she seen him, and then they went around. She grabbed him. They started coming out. So I told my husband, let's leave because there's a baby involved.
Sure.
So we followed him here. They were here. He was like, listen.
Yeah, we're 10-4.
The Blue Texan says you are very rude to women.
Yep.
Yes. Yes, I am.
He told her, listen.
The Blue Texan says, this is a toxic red pill stream.
Yep.
Right again. Right again. This is your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. 2 for 2, friend.
Listen, you need to calm down. Stop hitting me. I'm taking the baby with me.
I got it all here on video.
So he put the baby in the car. She started screaming. She started hitting him. He was like, listen, stop it.
She started hitting him. Uh-oh. Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
Shouldn't be hitting the guy. Took the baby, put the baby in the car, screaming, hitting him. Then the police came. The police told him to come back. They got out of control, which he wasn't wrong. They were out of control. She started hitting the police officer. But he actually didn't do anything wrong. He was trying to leave.
The Blue Texan said, well, shame on you. Oh, dude, I'm going to give you a Don DeMarco for that. Guys, I'm going to level with you here. I've been doing this. I've been doing this over 11 years. I posted my first Red Pill article March 14th of 2014. It is now September 8th of 2025. 11 years ago, going on 12 years. And never have I ever been absolutely dunked on and trolled to the highest of heavens as I just was. He said, well, shame on you. Guys, that's it. I can't take it anymore. That is the end of Donovan Sharp. I cannot. And dude, I've had my life threatened. I've had people dox me. I have never, ever, ever experienced the level of hatred that I've just experienced when the Blue Texan just told me, well, shame on you. That is the burn of all burns. Oh boy. I don't know how I'm going to recover from that one. I really, really don't.
Yes, he was trying to leave. It's just when the police officer came, it just blew out of proportion.
Gotcha. Okay. So when the police officer responded, he was talking to the man getting, he was dealing with the man, and then the female was...
Dr. Who Design says, that sure taught you a lesson. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, she told me, didn't she?
Jumping on the officer's back. And you have...
Dr. B84 says, I mean, that was so shocking. Dude, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Yes, it was. Man, I'm still recovering, bro.
This on video?
No, just the
altercation.
I'm going to take another week off, man. Look. I can't keep that shit up. I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Well, shame on you. Hey, you know, I can't be upset with you.
May I see that altercation?
Just with the girl and the guy.
So what you guys witnessed was the woman hitting him.
I saw the police come down, and honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Black dude, white girl.
Yes, she was hitting him, and he
I'm
was
like,
screaming.
this. So I had to run out here just to say, look, he did nothing wrong. Watch the video and listen.
Right.
I see what has happened. I see what has happened. The white girl thought she was going to call the cops and be escorted off the premises. She called the cops because she didn't think she's going to be in trouble. Remember, she just said it. I'm not getting in trouble. I haven't threatened you. I haven't hit you. Yet, little does she know that there are witnesses who saw her assault her boyfriend. Yeesh. Big Said says, you hurt her feelings, Donovan. You really need to stop being misogynistic and gain some emotional intelligence. I'm trying, man. It's not easy, but I'll try. Yeah, man, this is bad. She thought that she could assault him and get away with it by calling the cops herself. Oh, no.
Because he came aggressive. I
Yeah.
dude, throw him in the back of the car.
When we handle our situations,
And of course, the cops, and again, the cops are going to come aggressive. The cops are going to come aggressive when you're dealing with, when it's a white girl and a black dude. Yeah, cops are going to be fucking aggressive, y'all. They're going to be aggressive.
when we put someone in handcuffs, it doesn't mean they're going to jail immediately.
And that's fine.
You know what I mean? That's what we do to de-escalate
the situation.
And then we could try.
Right. We do that to de-escalate the situation so that niggas don't start fighting, shooting, whatever.
Try to work it out from there and then see who's the problem and then that's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But let's look at this first.
It's hard to see, but you can hear the conversation. You can take the phone. It's cool.
Sure.
But you'll pretty much hear the conversation. Like, it's hard to see the people, but you can hear it.
They're still living her yet.
And were they at Twin Peaks drinking?
They was. I saw them.
I don't know if they were
when they got to the corner here, and I started recording when they got halfway because I saw like it was getting a little crazy.
I don't care. I just please.
Well, why didn't you just comply in the beginning?
I said I'm moving to the left.
Relax. All the way down. All the way down to zero. Zero.
Can you
stop talking?
Undo these.
Bruh, shut the. Oh, here we go. Can you undo these cuffs a little bit? Like this dude. See, here's the thing. This dude doesn't have. Here's the thing, man. This dude doesn't realize that he might not go to jail because of all of the witnesses. He needs to shut the fuck up. That's all he needs to do is be quiet.
Stop talking.
A little bit.
Stop talking.
My left hand.
You want to keep talking?
Bruh.
Your hand's not gonna fall off. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Nigga.
Stop talking.
What would you like me to say?
Stop.
Bruh. This is female behavior. See, this is female behavior. This is female behavior. He knows the cop wants him to stop talking, so he's not going to stop talking. He has no idea. By the way, guys, that's weird. By the way, guys, I'm going to take a quick intermission. Not really an intermission. But a, pardon me. What the hell? So I had a cartoon video. This was done, I think 4 years ago, entitled How a False Accusation Almost Put Me in Jail. And this obviously will explain why the cops came aggressive. I was going to jail. This was the reality. I knew that I was probably not going home that night. I was going to spend 72 hours in Clark County lockup. So, long story short, here's what happened. So I've been seeing this girl on and off for about 6 months. The last 2 months, we were seeing each other pretty regularly. And so we would see each other every weekend. And dude, it was great fun. It was absolutely great fun. We didn't have to go anywhere. Sometimes we'd order in. Dude, she actually made jalapeno poppers at my place. It was a good time. Well, I had added 2 new girls to my roster. And so what I was going to do is I was going to sort of gently just sort of fade out of her life, just little by little. So what I did, here's what I was going to do. I texted her. I said, hey, I'll use the word I was like, hey, Stacy, it's Donovan. Listen, I've gotten behind on some projects. I'm going to have to take a rain check for this week, but we will definitely get up next weekend. Now, my plan was to just not have sex with her that weekend, have sex with her the weekend after, then kind of slowly fade out of her life. That was the plan. And the reason why I was going to do that is because girls don't take rejection easily. You can't just ghost them, right? Otherwise, they go absolutely crazy if she actually likes you, and Stacy absolutely did. Like, her name was Tracy. I'll just keep it real. Tracy really liked me. She liked me a lot, and she worked crazy hours. That's why we couldn't have sex on the weekdays, or at least that's what she told me. So who knows? Who knows what the hell she did on weekdays? So what she did is after I sent her that text, she's blowing up my phone. She's like,
"Oh my God. What's wrong? Do you not like having sex with me? Is it my body? Is it like..."
And I'm like, no, like, everything is fine. I just need to take this weekend off to get caught up on some projects. Of course, I was lying, but that was the story I gave her. She doesn't know. Maybe 15, 20 minutes goes by. She calls me up and tells me,
"Donovan, I'm pregnant."
Oh my God, this is fucking crazy. Okay, now, this wasn't the first time I had a girl call me up and tell me she was pregnant. So I immediately just go into autopilot. I said, all right, stay right where you are. I'm coming over, which is exactly what she wanted. So I go to the CVS and I bought 2 pregnancy tests, $30 each, Clear Blue Easy. Do not get a pregnancy test at the dollar store, guys. Spend the money to be absolutely sure. So I said, all right. So I drive over to her place. I walk right in. She looked very happy to see me. I didn't touch her. I held up the pregnancy test right in front of her. I said, go to the bathroom and take this test right now. Dude, she was like a deer in the headlights, but she had to comply because if she didn't, her whole plan blows right up. So she goes to the bathroom and I watched the urine come from her lady parts right onto the stick. As clear as day, negative, right? So at that point, I said, no. I was very calm. I said, Tracy, stay where you are. You're going to take another test. She's
like, I just peed.
I said, you're going to stay right there. You're going to take another pregnancy test. She's like,
why are you doing this?
Then I raised my voice. I said,
stay there until you piss. You're going to take that second pregnancy test.
So for about 15 minutes, we're just standing there in awkward silence. Every time she tried to speak, I just, no, don't say a word unless I see you piss a plus sign. 15, 20 minutes later, she pees on the stick. It is negative. So at that point, I don't even say it's been real. I turn around and I'm out the door. The whole time she's like,
please, Donovan, don't leave. I love you.
Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh my God. So as I get towards her door, I hear her walk into the kitchen and I hear her, and I didn't know she was on the phone. She said,
yes, I would like to report
domestic Duracell.
At that point, I knew I couldn't leave. The reason I couldn't leave is that I was a black man. Number one, I was a black man. Number two, she was a white girl. If she calls the cops and says, Donovan, domestic Duracell, he Duracelled me, then guess what? If I leave, I'm automatically guilty because they think I'm trying to get up out of there, right? And that's just how that was. Listen, I'd been in some crazy situations before, never like that. Inside, I was freaking out. I didn't let her see I was freaking out. So I went over and sat on her couch. I took up my Windows phone. And it's funny because I just downloaded an audio recording app. What I did is I broke out my phone, I hit the audio recording device, and I didn't place it as though I'm recording. I just took it out and just kind of put it on the table. So I said to her, I said, look, Tracy, I said, why are you lying? Why did you call the cops and lie to them? Why did you just call the cops? And I made sure that I was very, very clear. I said, why did you just call the cops and lie to them and tell them that I slapped and choked you? This girl was, and dude, she had no idea what was happening. She took the bait right there. She says,
it's because I'm tired of all this BS. I didn't want to lose you in my life. I freaked out. I thought I was never going to see you again. I didn't know what to do. And so I did the first thing I could think of to try to get you to stay.
I said, that's it? Now, of course, inside I'm seething because this girl is, now that my life is in this girl's hands. I just kind of said, that was it? She said,
well, yeah, that was it.
I said, well, Tracy, why didn't you say so? If you had told me that you didn't want to lose me in your life, that totally would have made a difference. She's like,
really?
I'm like, dude, you just called the cops and lied on me. All you had to do was tell me that you didn't want to lose me in your life. And of course I lied to her. I said, I just had to get some projects done, but I didn't have a problem with you coming to my house, maybe, watching a movie, Netflix, and I didn't say Netflix and chill wasn't a thing at that point. You could have come over and, hung around while I was working on my project. And she's like,
yeah, we can totally do that.
I was like, all right, cool. So right after, so we sort of converse a little bit, right? And I don't know how much time went by, But right when we were sort of calming things down a little bit, the door, and it was not a knock on the door. It was a bang on the door. Immediately, Tracy goes white. Her eyes wide as saucers. She's like, she forgot she called the cops. She forgot that she called the cops. And so I sort of gestured towards the door. Get the door. And she's like,
no.
I was like, dude, get the door. She says,
what if we don't answer the door? She's like, I'll just tell them it's all a big misunderstanding.
I said, you need to go and answer the door. They pound again. Because again, they think a big black man is in here assaulting a poor little white girl. And listen, I've been on the other end of cop knocks. I know exactly what they sound like. She says,
we just won't answer. I'll just tell them it's a big misunderstanding.
Then I said to her, Tracy, you need to let them in or they're going to let themselves in. Like, that's what needs to happen. So she slowly goes over and she answers the door. There were two cops. There are these big burly dudes, right? When there's domestic Duracell going on, they don't send female cops. They don't send small cops. No, these were two 6'3", 6'4", probably ex-military black ops, whatever. Basically enough to, kick me around if I tried to do anything stupid, right? They're not Brock Lesnar huge, but they were both larger than I was. And it was obvious why they were there. I didn't make any sudden moves. I just sat there on the couch as calmly and as coolly as possible, because if I start yelling and calling her a liar, and this is BS, that automatically makes me look bad.
I'm a large black tattooed man.
I can't show any aggression, or that aggression is going to be construed by the cops as a threat. And if they have to subdue me, they're taking me in regardless. So I said, I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to be totally cool. So of course, they go to her first. They're like,
okay, tell us what had happened.
And so and it was funny because they asked her these questions. They were very leading questions. They asked her these questions in such a way that automatically made me sound guilty. Even still, her story sounded terrible. It would have been very hard to believe her, but she had to stick with what she told the operator was, I slapped her and choked her. That's what she had to stick with. And when she told the story play by play, you could tell she was lying. They probably interviewed her for 15 minutes. Like, they kept asking. I was like, dude, are these guys trying to get me convicted? And at that point, I was like, are they going to allow me to tell my side of the story? Like, honestly, I thought I was going to jail. This was the reality. I knew that I was probably not going home that night. I was going to spend 72 hours in Clark County lockup. When all of that was finally done, they then turned their attention toward me. They said, okay,
Mr. Sharp, what do you have to say about this? What's your side of the story?
I said, officers, I showed them my hands because, again, I'm a black man. They're white cops. I said, I'm going to reach for my phone. Is that okay? They said,
yep, that's okay.
So I reached for my phone and I opened the app. I was praying to every God I could. Dude, I was praying to God, Allah. So I hit the play button, and to my great relief, our conversation rang out as clear as a bell. Even the part where they banged on the door to come in, I would record it all the way up to that point. Even the part where they're like,
hey, I'll just tell them it's just a big misunderstanding.
They heard everything. And she said,
because I'm tired of all this BS and I didn't want to lose you in my life.
And it's funny because when I started playing the recording, Tracy tried to interrupt. One of the cops just said, "That's all." She tried 3-4 times. He kept saying. At the end of the recording, one of the officers went over there, says,
Miss Andrews, we are placing you under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
Dude, she's crying her eyes out. She's like,
you gotta believe me. He trapped me. He entangled me. He threatened me. Like he told me about the recording.
That's all there was to it. So they let her outside, and of course she keeps crying. One of the officers stayed back and says,
listen, man, do you want to press charges against Miss Andrews?
I was like, no, dude, I don't want to have anything to do with her. I just said no. I just want to get the hell out of there. Because if I press charges against her, now I got to show up to court. He says,
listen, we can do a restraining order if you want.
I was like, I want nothing to do with any of this. I just want to go home. He says to me,
if more guys did what you did, we'd probably be locking up a lot less men.
The moral of the story is record everything, guys. Dude, record the audio, record the video, record everything. Because what you have to understand, the burden of proof in a court of law is guilty beyond all reasonable doubt. Okay. And so, and the reason I played that for you guys is because the guy in the cop car, the boyfriend, they came in all aggressive. Again, you're a black dude, your girlfriend's a white girl, and she called the cops. So yeah, when there's a black dude and a white girl, they're automatically going to take her side unless they see or hear evidence that suggests the contrary. Let's continue.
I told you, yeah, silent.
Okay, all right.
There we go.
All right.
What is your name? Do you have your DL on you? Is it in your pocket or just let me? Just,
ID?
is it in there?
That's it right
It's in there. Okay. I'm gonna grab your ID.
Oh my god, dude, the bitch is still out there talking shit.
And we'll
All
go
I'm
there.
asking is just loosen the cuff.
All we need is the ambulance or the warrant or and it's nobody.
A little bit.
Okay,
I
I
can't
will.
feel my hand.
I will. As long as you maintain this,
Fine.
we're good.
Okay, I'm chill.
I don't need to hear anything else.
All right. Let's walk away from it.
Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Dude, I just told you to calm down.
Sir.
I'm gonna go around.
Okay.
So calm down.
Can you communicate with me?
Dude, no, I don't need to tell you what.
Serious? This? Oh my god! Oh my god! This dude, this kid has no idea. Like the cop, I think, is trying to help him. I think the officers are communicating with one another and saying, actually, you know what? It sounds to me. Oops. Yeah, there we are. Couldn't find my water. It sounds to me like the cops communicated with each other, and the cops already said, dude, it sounds to me like she was the one assaulting him, and he tried to get away.
I'm doing. I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. If you don't calm the down, then it's not gonna. You're not going anywhere. Do you understand? What are you? Are you on something right now?
On what?
I'm asking you.
No,
what are
I'm
you
not.
on?
No,
You're acting like
not.
somebody very
I'm
irrational.
acting like a claustrophobic person.
All right.
Oh my god, he said claustrophobic. Oh, please tell me. Oh, please.
No, what are you on? You're acting like somebody very irrational.
I'm acting like a claustrophobic person.
Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm not gonna be a grammar Nazi. Let me just move on.
All right, bro.
Please, the left one is so tight. Ah, man, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Bro, come on, man. Stop talking.
No. I can't feel my left. Yo, sir.
It's your left one.
The left one.
Your
Please
left one.
loosen just a little bit more.
I did. I loosened it up.
I cannot feel these fingers right here. I'm being real with you. I'm not trying to
Dude, I can
do
fit my whole
bullshit.
finger. Look, dude. I can fit my whole finger in there, bro. I can fit my finger in there, dude. That's it. Look, hold your hands like that. That's the only thing that helps.
I can be escorted home, which I understand. You want to ask me, you're not my Uber, I get that. You want to ask me questions, hey, what's going on? Why do you need to call the cops? Why do you feel like you need to be escorted home? I get that, but that didn't happen. What happened was, he literally just grabbed him and put him in the...
Yeah, sweetie, that is not, that's never the way, that's never how it goes. She's trying to spin this story that these cops, unprovoked, just came and grabbed her boyfriend and threw him in the back of the car because he's black. No, bitch, you called the cops. You called the cops.
So, what the hell?
When officers are responding,
They
hear
immediately?
they hear you screaming. People were pointing at him to tell him to go where the screaming was. On some high stress situation.
Yes.
They heard you screaming.
Yes, because I was arguing with my boyfriend.
So do you think it's unjust?
Again, there you go. Yes. They see a white girl screaming at and or with a black dude.
Justified if an officer is a little
I think it's unjustified if the officer completely detains the black spouse immediately without asking questions.
a grown man and a small woman screaming on the top.
There you go. You see?
There's something like that. You guys wouldn't think to detain me first. You literally...
Listen to her. She's trying to, so this is funny. Oh, this is too cute, guys. This is real. This is so funny. This girl thinks she's slick. She thinks she's slick. She says, in a make-believe scenario, let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I was the one putting hands on him and doing blah, 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 blah. Let's say that, nah, bitch, that's exactly what happened. Listen again.
Woman screaming on the top.
Or something like that. You guys wouldn't think to detain me first. You literally snatched him out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
All right.
You guys could have...
Let me explain to you. You would understand.
Sir.
You could call me DeCordo, Nick, whatever you feel like. This is
Now she's really acting like a nigga. Sir. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what, she's been fucking niggas since she...
easier that way.
This girl's been fucking niggas for a while, you can tell.
You don't have to call me sir. I'm probably not even much older than you. Anyway, when they hear a small woman, no matter what, Whether you're Asian, white, or black, if they hear a small woman screaming on the top of her lungs to a
Yes! Right!
larger man, who are we to downplay that?
Why do you assume?
You called the police.
Yes, you called the... Sweetie, you called the cops. And when the cops arrived on the scene, they found you screaming. Yes, they're going to be aggressive.
Called the police along with other people calling the police saying that you're screaming. So that's why we come the way we come.
Okay.
So understand that. So then now we have to handle the job that you gave us. You called us here and then you hit. Now you're hitting officers.
Being physical, though?
But then you made it physical.
Isn't that more kind, though? Ask questions before getting physical.
Oh my God. Yeah. Now she's going to try to lecture the cops on how to do this, on how to do their job. Got it.
Flip side of that, this is just me talking. We don't even have to talk like this, but on the flip side, let's say we did come kumbaya, right? And you're getting your beat. Then you're going to say...
Okay, so then it calls for measures to detain somebody. But was I getting beat when you...
They didn't know, sweetie. You were screaming. And when somebody's getting their ass beat, they usually scream.
Like, I didn't think so.
No. I don't think that is over this whole second building.
Yeah, I just need to talk to her real quick. If you hold the baby for me,
Yeah, that's fine.
and let me talk to her in private,
That's fine.
that'll be great, okay?
That's fine.
Alright.
I would have wished that officer came like that. He said, move to the car, move to the car. And he kept screaming at me. I'm like, I'm at the car.
Yeah, my nigga, that's not their fault, okay? That's your girl's fault.
And then he just gets all aggressive with me. I wasn't trying to attack him or anything. I wasn't resisting arrest. I followed his orders and I went straight to the car and then I'm in the back of the truck next to him.
Nah, bruh. Nope. Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm. Sorry. Sorry. No, he did his job. George the Gunwalker says the cop is a bit immature, not gonna lie, or unprofessional, more like, okay, what's your point? So the cop is immature, unprofessional, blah, 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 according to what you say. What's the point? What's the point? It sounds to me, George, because I've never, ever, I can't remember you being in here, but anytime somebody comes in here and starts talking shit about the cops, or, well, let's just say, for example, I don't know, that cop could have done this differently. That it sounds like you might be a nigga, George. Sounds like you might be a nigga, because that's where it starts, right? That's where it starts. See, George the Gunwalker is anti-cop. He wants to defund the police, but he doesn't want to show his hand too quickly, so he comes in and he starts small. Not gonna lie, the cop is a little bit immature. I played the video a little bit more. Why did he have to talk to her like that? Play the video a little more. No, wait a minute. He didn't have to get physical with him like that. Plays the video a little bit more. Defund the police. That's where it always starts with you people. That's where it always starts. And you, dude, niggas think, you niggas think y'all are slick. Well, I'm not gonna lie. The cop is a little bit immature. Not going to lie as if you know the truth and chose to tell the truth. Nigga, shut the fuck up.
That's fine. Go grab the baby.
And so if you want to come with me, I'll give you a case number and we'll talk about everything.
Come with me. Let me talk to you.
Sir, you want to come talk to me?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, all good. Hey, so I'll give you a case number and everything for this. So normally when we get on scene, something like this, where there's obviously like a fight going on.
Yeah,
it could be verbal, physical, whatever.
Yeah.
We'll detain one party until we figure it out. So that's why you're put in cuffs. So I'll give you a case number, everything. We're gonna do a report on this. I think that the officer has your information.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it's in my wallet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in my whole wallet.
And then is this your phone?
Yeah,
Here?
that's my phone.
Yeah, I'll grab it.
Thank you.
So we're gonna do it's called a domestic report.
Okay.
Oh, George the Gunwalker says, I'm on the cop side. I'm a regular here, by the way. Oh, okay. All right. Guess I was right.
And it's just a documentation of what happened?
Yeah,
or
he
it's
came
somewhere-
here. Yeah, basically just it's going to be what he observed. He'll review his body camera footage and everything. Obviously, all that stuff was on tape.
Okay.
And then because she started hitting him, we have to arrest you for battery on a law
You have to
enforcement
arrest
officer.
me?
No, her. You're
Yep. There it is. Told you. He's got to arrest her. Now she is definitely going to jail.
It's her?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You have to take her down to the office and everything?
Yes, you have to take her to jail because it is against the law to strike police officers, my guy. You, of all people, should know that.
Oh, come
So
on.
let me explain what happens. She'll probably get out tonight. So
How long is this going to take, though? Like
couple hours. As soon as we get out of here, the faster she'll get out. Yeah. So
Baby needs breast milk, sir. I'm just being real with you. She don't drink formula. It's straight breast milk.
Okay. Well,
Yo, Don DeMarco! Don DeMarco for my guy. Yo, I've heard some excuses. I've heard some excuses in my day. That was original. She doesn't drink formula, man. It's straight titty milk. Like, my girlfriend can't go to jail because, well, it's straight breast milk, bruh. Oh my God. Listen, A for effort on that one.
I mean, when's the last time that she fed?
Like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours.
Okay, well, tell your girl to bust that titty out before she gets locked up. Let's go.
Should be okay. So I'll give you the information. It's sheriff.org. I'll write all this down. But sheriff.org, type in her name. They'll tell you when she'll be able to get out. She'll get a phone call and everything, be able to call you, all that stuff. So that's what's going to happen.
I mean, I get that. Yeah. She started hitting him because he literally just started being aggressive with me for no reason. And
No. He didn't start being aggressive with you for no reason. He was aggressive with you because she called the cops. My guy, this is your fault for putting a baby in a woman who thinks it's okay to hit cops.
my aggressive girlfriend, me and her in an argument, for her to come over like, hey, what are you doing? That's too much. Come on, man.
Well, like I said,
hey, look. She wasn't the only one that called the cops.
To detain you because you showed up to a scene, you guys are arguing, figure out what's going on, prevent further escalation. I'll be honest, it's going to get dropped. It's Broward County.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He is arresting this man's girlfriend and in the same breath tells her this is going to get dropped. Do you think that's going to stop her from assaulting cops in the future? Oh my God.
Unless she stabs an officer, they don't prosecute.
Unless she stabs an officer, they don't prosecute. Jesus Christ.
She's going to take the ride for the night. I'll be honest, it's probably not going to go anywhere, but that's what's up.
Unbelievable. Unfucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. This officer told this man literally, she's getting off. She's getting off.
Breastfeeding baby. I just wanted to be escorted home.
Well, you are going to be escorted home. You shouldn't have hit cops.
I'm sorry.
What happened to all that? Oh, what happened to that mouth? What happened to all that slick talking bullshit, huh? What happened to all that mouth? You should have done this and you should have done that. No, I'm sorry. Nah, bitch, take that ride.
I just wanted to go home.
Yeah, nope, sorry. You don't hit cops. You don't assault police officers.
Okay.
Do you have anything else on you anywhere?
Yep. Oliver Ware II says crocodile tears. Hell yeah. Level Up Man says, and we wonder why women continue to act like this. I'm telling you, man, if there are no... Guys, this is the reason why girls are hoes. Because there are not immediate consequences for them being hoes.
That's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Is that the boyfriend?
We're gonna put up her next car. That's my boyfriend, yeah.
So where's the baby?
She's in the
in the car?
I think she's in the car.
Okay.
I think she's sleeping. How the bailing works, or if I'm gonna stay in jail for like a year or something.
Domo Arigato, Mr. Hermoto, says, is she light skinned? No, she's a white girl. She's a white girl.
What's going on? Because I just wanted to go home.
It's not gonna be a year.
Listen to me.
Calm down and listen to me.
Oh, now you're concerned about your baby. You weren't concerned about your fucking baby when you were in the street. This bitch was holding her baby yelling at the cops in the middle of the street. Now she's going to talk, my baby, bitch, fuck out of here.
Be escorted home for her. Down and listen to what I'm telling you. You're gonna get booked.
Watch your head.
Watch your head. You're gonna get booked, and they'll probably have your bond ready to go by tomorrow. Maybe it'll be tomorrow afternoon, but it'll be tomorrow. Okay?
Do you know how much bond is? Do you know?
It depends with the judge. It depends with the judge. Yeah, it depends what the judge sets. We have no say over that, but usually if you go through the bail bondsman, you only have to pay 10%.
Not necessarily. Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I've needed a bail bondsman. But bail bondsmen charge between 10 and 15% of the bail. The difference between a bail and a bond. The bail and a bond is the same thing. If you pay the bail, you get your bail back when you make your first court appearance. If you make bond, like let's say, I'll give you guys an example. For my last aggravated assault charge was back in November of 2015, right? My bond was $250,000, $250,000 because of all of my prior convictions and all that. It's all been since expunged. But that's why my bond was so high, was because of my previous record. So I paid a bondsman $25,000 for him to come and get me out of jail. So I didn't have to pay. So I didn't pay the $250,000. I would have gotten that back. I most certainly would have gotten that back. But I wanted to pay the $25,000 to get the fuck out of jail right now. And that's exactly what I did. I don't get that money back. I get the bail money back. The bond money you don't get back.
10% of a bond? 10%. 10%. So maybe if you set your bond at $1,000, then it'd be $100.
Okay. I can pay $100.
But don't quote me.
No,
I'm just saying that's what.
I know. I just want to go home with my baby.
Oh, now you want to go home with your baby that you were standing in the middle of the street with not 20 minutes ago.
Breastfeeding.
I understand, but whatever happened here today, that's not going to be an option, okay?
I know. I'm sorry. I'll get in the car.
Do you have any piercings or anything?
Yeah. My stomach is pierced and my ears are pierced.
Okay, you don't have earrings in? Do you have a...
I do. You want me to...
Yeah, that is the bona fide telltale sign of a hoe. That is the bona fide telltale sign of a hoe. If a bitch has piercings but doesn't have them in her ears, she is absolutely a hoe. Holy moly.
Belly button? No, don't do it here. They'll have it. I'm just letting you know what's going to happen when you get to the jail. They'll have you take all that stuff off at the jail. And
you can keep my phone. I don't care.
No. Do you want it to go with you or do you want it to go with your...
I'd rather.
Okay, so it'll go with the officer into your property. Okay, you can't have it back here, but it'll go with the officer.
Level Up Man says she'll get released on her own recognizance and the charge will get dropped. Yeah, there's not going to be any bail. There's not going to be any bail or bond.
Into your property, which will go to the jail with you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Life happens, right?
I called so that I can be escorted home.
Yeah, but when the cops showed up, they saw your nigga boyfriend all over you.
Home with my baby.
What began as a debate over dinner ended with Carlson facing charges of battery on a law enforcement officer, child neglect, and obstruction.
Woo!
The baby is safe. Oliphant was released from handcuffs, and Carlson's new dinner plans now include county-issued meals.
Oh my God, we have a clapback narrator. Jesus Christ. Wow. All right, guys. Listen, normally the show would absolutely be going on, but I am watching the national anthem being sang at Soldier Field, which means Monday Night Football is about to start, and I need to see J.J. McCarthy versus Caleb Williams. This is a very, very important game. Also, I was bailed out on fantasy football by Josh Allen. I'm playing the Level Up Man, and until Josh Allen balled out last night, I was most assuredly going to lose. Now it looks like I've got a pretty good shot to win. Right now I'm down by right around 11, 12 points. I have Colston Loveland, who is the tight end for the Bears, rookie tight end for the Bears, and Aaron Jones, who is I assume the primary running back for the Vikings. And so hopefully between them, I can score 12 points and get out of there and escape with a W. I'm like the I'm like the Washington Commanders playing last year's defending champion. Hopefully it goes a little bit better for me than it did, not the Commanders, the Dallas Cowboys playing the Eagles. Hopefully it goes better for me than it did the Cowboys on Monday night. Oh, good for you says Black National Anthem. No. Lift every voice. Yeah, the Black National Anthem is bullshit. You guys know what that is. It is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. The Level Up Man says, breaking news, Allen just scored another touchdown. Yeah, I think he just threw another touchdown pass, and the game has been over for about 24 hours. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.